What's up guys, Marco here, welcome back to another ukulele lesson. Today we're going to take a look at one of the most popular left hand guitar exercises, and we're going to use it on a tenor ukulele. The exercise is the popular 1, 2, 3, 4 exercise. Now some call it the spider exercise, others call it the Moonwalker or the symmetrical exercise. It doesn't really matter how we call it, we can call it as we like. It could be the pizza and pasta exercise. It doesn't really matter. The most important thing though is that we understand what this exercise can do to your fingers. Let's quickly talk about the left hand position. First things first, I hold the ukulele just like a guitar, so I have it on my right leg and I use a footstool so that I'm nice and comfy. Now there are 3 left hand rules that you should follow when you practice this exercise. So you can play the ukulele as you like, but when you practice this exercise, you really want to follow these 3 rules. The first one, keep the thumb down, keep it behind the neck. You don't have to go all the way down, but keep it behind the neck like this. The second thing is that you always want to press with the fingertip, and especially with the section close to the fingernail, like this. And the third rule is really important. You always want to put the finger close to the fret wire so that you can stretch as much as possible and also have the cleanest tone. Now let's talk about the hold and release of each finger. This is the most important aspect of this exercise. Now, of course, we're not going to start with the 1, 2, 3, 4. We're not going to start with 4 fingers right away. We're going to start with finger 1 and 2. And the pattern is very simple. It sounds like this. So we are only using the finger 1 and 2. Of course, we're going to start with the fret 1 and the fret number 2. And I'm only going to use the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st string. So we're never going to use the 4th string. The goal here is to, first of all, implement the left hand rules. So I'm going to keep the thumb down and I'm going to press down with the fingertip, and I'm very close to the fret wire. Now the goal here is to play with the finger 1 and then the finger 2. Now when I press with the 2nd finger, I'm gonna hold the 1st finger down. So I have 1, 2, and as you can see, I have both fingers down. I'm gonna do the same thing on the 2nd string, 1, 2, and on the 1st string. So now one thing really important, always make sure that you alternate with the right hand. So you always want to alternate with the index and middle. Index, middle, index, middle. Now we can play the same pattern all the way up to the fret number 5. And then I'm going to show you also a variation of this one. But for now, once you get to the 1st string, finger 2, fret 2, you want to repeat the same pattern and practice the same exercise, but starting from the fret number 2. So you're going to have fret 2 and 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. And then from fret 3 to 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4. And then from fret 4 to 5. When you put it together, one thing really important, guys, make sure that you bring the thumb with you, because I've seen many students practicing this exercise like this, and then they go forward with the fingers, but the thumb just stays behind. So bring the thumb with you. You always want to have it behind the middle finger. It's kind of a reference that you can follow. Just keep the thumb between the index and the middle finger, and then as you move up, you want to bring it with you. Of course, the next step will be to add one finger. So we can do it 1, 2, and 3. The pattern is, of course, now done with 3 notes, but the system is the same. So we're gonna have the fret number 1, 2, and 3 with finger 1, 2, and 3. And of course, the hold, it's still there. So we're gonna play with the finger number 1, finger number 2, and we have both fingers down. And then with the finger number 3, we're gonna have 3 fingers down. And we're gonna do the same thing on the second string, first string, and then we're gonna change fret, and we're gonna start from the fret number 2, fret number 3, fret number 4, and fret number 5, just with the index. And of course, guys, last but not least, the last step will be to use the 1, 2, 3, and also the 4th finger. This one can be quite stretchy, so take it step by step. The system is still the same. So we have finger number 1, 2, 3, and 4. Of course, we're holding down 4 fingers now. It is a great stretchy exercise. Same thing on the second string, first string. And then we're going to change the fret, and we're going to have fret number 2, 2, 2, and 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, and the last one, the fret number 5. So it's an awesome exercise. It's super effective. It works. And if you are just starting out, make sure that you always start with finger 1, 2, so like this. Then finger 1, 2, and 3. And then finally the last pattern with 4 fingers. It's a great exercise, however, we can always take it to the next level. And so I want to show you an awesome variation that probably some of you are going to find interesting. One of the issues that we have when we practice this exercise is that when we want to play it faster, this jump between the first string and the third string can be quite challenging. It works great if you're practicing the exercise slowly. However, if you want to play the exercise faster, this jump is really annoying. So how can we get rid of this annoying jump? Well, let me show you this awesome variation. Of course, we're going to get rid of the jump, which is good, but we're going to add an element of challenge because we are going to play the exercise with 2 patterns. For example, if we're doing it with 1, 2, 3, and 4, we will also play the reverse, which is the 4, 3, 2, 1. It sounds like this. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to keep the same structure going forward. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Once we get to the first string though, what we're going to do instead of jumping on the third string, we're going to move this position all the way up to the fret number 5. So we're going to move the whole thing 1 fret up. We're going to hold the fingers down, and now we're going to do the pattern backwards. So we're going to have fret 5, fret 4, fret 3, and fret 2. And I'm using the pattern with the finger number 4, 3, 2, 1. So if I had to practice this on just one string, I will do 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll bring the whole thing 1 fret up, and I will play with the finger 4, 3, 2, 1. Then I can do the same thing on the second string, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the third string, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now my index finger is on the fret number 2. Let me play the whole thing slowly. So when you play it faster, this is definitely easier. Of course, we are combining two patterns, but it's way easier to transition on the first string. And you can really just practice the exercise with 2 frets. Like, you don't have to keep going up. But if you want to go up, once you get to the fret number 2, you can move the index finger 1 fret up, and you do the pattern moving forward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you move this position 1 fret up, and you play the pattern backwards. So you have 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you finish with fret number 5. I'm gonna play it one more time slowly. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. We do have quite a lot going on in this lesson, guys. I know that we usually don't think that we can play all these things on the ukulele. I mean, usually when we think about the ukulele, we just want to play a bunch of chords and a bunch of songs. But trust me, sometimes we really want to kind of take it to the next level. And so we need these type of exercises to really improve our technique. Now I'm going to leave you to practice with these exercises. Take it step by step. Enjoy this video, and I'll see you next time.